In the ancient city of Azeroth-Ka, the sky was worshipped like a god.
For thousands of years, humanity believed only one sun existed, and nobody dared question the heavens.
But one young prophet searched for forbidden truths.
His name was ERYON.
And he no longer trusted the gods.
He descended beneath the sacred temples.
Into chambers hidden for thousands of years, where forbidden knowledge waited.
And then he discovered it.
A second sun.
A truth humanity was never meant to see.
The prophecy awakened. The temple itself trembled.
And in that terrible moment, ERYON realized the ancient prophecy was no longer sleeping.
Far above the sacred city, the heavens started changing in ways no priest had ever witnessed before.
The desert itself became restless, as if the entire world could suddenly feel the sky beginning to awaken. And for the very first time in centuries, even the eternal sacred flames disappeared into silence.
Knowing there was no longer any path back, the prophet prepared himself for the final forbidden ritual.
The ancient symbols had remained untouched for thousands of years, hidden from every generation before him.
And as ERYON raised his hands toward the heavens, the sky itself finally began to answer his call.
The heavens began to fracture apart like shattered glass, spreading endlessly across the darkness.
And in absolute terror, the people of Azeroth-Ka witnessed the impossible unfolding before their eyes. Something ancient, forgotten far beyond human memory, was slowly returning from the other side of the sky.
The heavens opened completely, and the darkness of night vanished beneath an impossible divine light.
The forbidden second sun finally revealed itself, hidden from humanity since the beginning of civilization. And beneath the burning twin suns, humanity finally witnessed the hidden truth of the gods.
Even the colossal stone gods themselves began weeping dark tears beneath the broken sky.
The holy city trembled violently, as though the earth itself rejected what had been awakened. But no prayer, no ritual, and no forgotten god could stop the destruction that had already begun.
The second sun poisoned the world itself, and the sacred ground beneath the city began breaking apart.
One by one, the ancient temples that stood for centuries crumbled beneath the wrath of the heavens, and slowly, the mighty empire of Azeroth-Ka began disappearing beneath the dying sky.
But beyond the shattered sky, something far more terrifying had already awakened.
The hidden gods were watching humanity from beyond the broken walls of the universe. And with the sacred seals finally broken, the ancient powers began returning to the world once more.
At last, ERYON understood the terrible meaning hidden inside the forbidden prophecy.
The heavens themselves had fallen into war, and the universe was beginning to tear apart.
And for the first time, the prophet realized the truth carried a price greater than humanity could survive.
The sky itself was dying now, collapsing beneath the unbearable weight of forbidden knowledge.
The forbidden power consumed everything it touched, leaving only destruction beneath the twin suns.
And as the storms spread across the world, the age of humanity slowly came to an end. The ancient gods that once ruled humanity vanished before the eyes of their final believers. The ancient gods that once ruled humanity vanished before the eyes of their final believers.
But even as the world collapsed around him, ERYON could no longer turn away from the truth.
And then the prophet finally understood something horrifying. The second sun was never truly a sun. It was a doorway, hidden beyond the heavens since the beginning of existence itself. And beyond that doorway, ancient beings had waited silently for eternity in the darkness. The sky could no longer contain what humanity had awakened beneath the forbidden ritual. Azeroth-Ka, once the greatest empire of the desert, now stood as a dying monument beneath the broken heavens. The sacred streets that once worshipped the gods had become silent graveyards covered in ash. And among the ruins of civilization, only the prophet continued walking beneath the dying universe. He had stolen the greatest secret ever hidden from humanity by the ancient gods. And now the gods themselves demanded a terrible payment for the forbidden truth. At last, the prophet understood why no mortal was ever meant to witness the hidden sky. The hidden gods finally returned from beyond the broken universe to reclaim the world below. For countless ages, they had waited silently behind the sky, watching civilization from the darkness. And before those ancient beings, humanity suddenly realized how small and powerless it truly was. The first sun began dying slowly, consumed by the terrible light of the forbidden heavens. An endless, eternal night started swallowing the final remains of the human world. And from the ruins of the final temple, the prophet watched the end of humanity unfold before him. Only one sacred temple still remained standing beneath the shattered sky of the dying world. The gods had abandoned their holy kingdom, leaving only silence inside the sacred halls. And one by one, the final traces of the ancient divine power began disappearing forever. The sky could no longer survive the truth humanity had uncovered beneath the forbidden ritual. The doorway continued opening wider, revealing horrors hidden beyond the universe itself. And slowly, the universe itself began collapsing beneath the wrath of the awakened gods. The prophecy that had remained hidden for thousands of years was finally complete. The ancient gods reclaimed the heavens humanity was never meant to touch. And beneath the shattered sky, humanity vanished forever into darkness and silence. The man who stole the sky destroyed the heavens forever. And after that night, the gods never forgave humanity again.